know that we get lots of messages into our inbox every day, but did you know that in Microsoft Outlook, there are a couple of useful tricks that you can use to help you manage this a bit easier? And no, I'm not talking about delete. Hi, I'm Michelle, a computer coach here sharing tips and tricks on your everyday software to make life that little bit easier. What about those emails that you don't want to delete or mark as rubbish from the colleague or a contact that you need to keep aware of, but specifically that thread? So maybe they're giving you the sales pitch. Maybe you've received a reply, something that you don't need to be aware of any longer. Here is where the ignore command actually kicks in. Find the email that you want to ignore, and it's got to be the precise email with that whole conversation thread in. So not just anyone from that person, but the specific conversation that you want to ignore. Over in Outlook on the web, and remember this option is available in New Outlook as well, you're going to not click on the delete button, but you're going to click on the drop down arrow next to it, which then gives you ignore. That is now saying all the messages from that selected conversation will be deleted. Not only will it delete any existing ones in that conversation thread, but more importantly, any new ones that come in. And it's clever. So if somebody says re or changes the subject a little bit, it'll still pick up that that's part of that thread, that conversation thread, and delete it. But any email with a new subject line, a brand new conversation, will then be left in your inbox. So I'm going to say OK to that. And you can see that's been ignored. Then you think, what about if you made a mistake on that? Here's the great news about ignore is that you can actually choose to unignore it, to remove it. To do that, all you need to do is to go to your deleted items and find one of the emails in that thread. Remember, your deleted items are now being automatically deleted after a set number of days. So you need to make sure that you're going to do this before that deadline comes up. From there, all you do is, again, with the email selected, let's go back up to the drop down arrow next to delete, and you can see I've now got stop ignoring. That asks me to confirm that, and it changes it and moves it back into the inbox, ready for me to carry on. That, I think, is one of those really useful tips, or one of those really useful options. When you need it, it's just there. Let's say it's a newsletter that you've tried unsubscribing from, but it still keeps turning up. We've got a feature that will work with that as well. This is a useful command called sweep. Sorry, it's not sooty and sweep, just sweep. So find the sweep command and click on it. It then gives you what you want to do. And this is where it's really clever because it gives you these choices. So I can move all the messages into deleted, and you can see the default is to delete it. I can move all the messages from the inbox, any future messages, keep the latest message and move the rest, or always move messages older than 10 days from the inbox. The other thing that's really useful about this is it doesn't have to go into the deleted items. So let's say I want to move all messages and only future ones, and I'm just going to say OK. Success, it's all done. I'm going to say OK to that. Now, if I go and find somebody else, here we go. I don't want to delete these ones. I want to keep them. So let me sweep again. But this time where it says move to, I can change this. It's giving me a list of folders that it thinks would be useful, but I can choose a different folder. And I can scroll through to one I created earlier. And I'm going to say always messages older than 10 days from the inbox. So I think that's really useful. That gives me 10 days to check it, and then it's not going to delete it because I'm telling it to move to somewhere else. Let's say OK to that. And again, that's all done. These, of course, are all less than 10 days old, so they're there. And what's really powerful about this is it's a rule, which means I can go and edit it. So let's come into the options. I am going to go into email, and rules. And there are all of the rules that I previously created, which you'll see includes that new one that I created. I can go in, I can delete this, I can edit it, so I can make any changes that I need based on my current requirements. So there you have it, two really useful and quick options that will let you ignore and sweep up your inbox to help you keep on top of everything else. Found these tips useful? Then give the video a thumbs up and remember to subscribe and click that notification bell to be told as new videos become available. I'll see you in the next video.